Former CIA Director John Brennan has no longer security clearance. Press Secretary Huckabee Sanders made the announcement at today's White House press briefing. President Donald Trump revoked his clearance, and other former security intelligence officials may be next, including former FBI Director James Comey. Brennan is a top critic of President Donald Trump in the intelligence community and is also a contributor at MSNBC. For more on this, we go to our political panel, Georgia State Representative Erica Thompson and conservative commentator Steve Malzberg. Erica, former heads of agencies have been allowed to retain access to information that is classified as a professional courtesy, or with the thought that it would help their successors. So is it alarming to you the actions of today by President Trump in revoking Brennan's security clearance?
It's not alarming to me at all. You know, John was the person who was the whistleblower when it came to the whole Russia investigation. And as you look at it, this is Trump lashing back. This has nothing to do with what he called erratic behavior, because this man has done nothing but what he can think of is trying to make sure that the people that lash out at him, he does something to make them mad. And it's terrible because this is the president of the United States of America acting like a child.
But Steve, considering now that Brennan is a commentator and gives his opinion and opines on a major network every day and has largely been a critic of President Trump since day one, shouldn't this have already happened?
Absolutely. There is absolutely no reason in the world that John Brennan, who has nothing to do with the government anymore, should have a top security clearance. And not to mention the fact, you know, we talk about his behavior. It's all about his behavior. He has called the president every name in the book. He said he is hateful. He said he is divisive. What's worse, he said his actions remind him of tyrants and despots. He said that the president, his actions with Putin were treasonous. Treason is punishable by death. This man is unhinged. He's not qualified to hold a security clearance, and he has no business holding one.
Well, Erica, I have to ask you, when President Bush's administration moved over to President Obama's, wouldn't you also be a little leery of some of the people from the opposite party still being able to hold security clearance, even though they were no longer in a role that they could actually use it?
Yeah, you know, you might say that, but then we also look at what President Obama did. Did he revoke all of their clearances? No. And I want to go back to what Steve said. You know, it's crazy that he talks about how John is unhinged and erratic, but look at the President of the United States. He acts erratic and unhinged every single day, but he has clearance because he's the president of the United States. It makes no sense to say pick eye for an eye or pick at this person and then look at all the erratic behavior that our president said. Just the other day, he called one of his top aides a dog. Now, if that's not erratic behavior, I don't know what is.
Steve?
You know what gets me? Yeah, you know what gets me is everybody that Trump has responded to, he's responded to, but the left accuses him of attacking them. If you're talking about Omarosa, he's responding. When he attacked Don Lemon and LeBron James, he was responding to their interview where they trashed him to death. When he responds to Maxine Waters, he's responding.
He is the
but
president.
They accuse him of attacking, which is ridiculous.
But Erica, you have to...
So you think that he's not attacking? Do you think that he's not attacking someone by calling them a dog and by saying racist and bigoted statements? He's responding to what she has called him.
He's responding.
Is that how you
he didn't
respond?
start it.
Would you respond in that way?
Well, look at the way the two of you are responding back and forth to each other right now. One goes to one, it's kind of like ping pong back and forth. Could that not be what President Trump is doing? But there's a little difference, and this is what you have to ask about all of our elected officials. I'll go with Steve on this one. Don't they get some sort of extra because the people chose them to be in that position, as opposed to a politician choosing you to be in that position?
Right. We're going back to the security clearance. You know, when you become a pundit for a network, you shouldn't have a security clearance. When you leave the government, you shouldn't have a security clearance. Donald Trump's the president of the United States. His approval rating keeps going up. Every time the media attacks him with junk like this, they say that this is an attack on Brennan's free speech. Really? He's on MSNBC spewing away. He has all the free speech he wants.
But it's not just about Brennan. He was not the only one that lost his security clearance today. So if we really
Yes,
want to
he
talk
is.
about, okay, yes, he might be that, but what about the other names that Sarah named out today, that Sarah Sanders called out and said that they were losing it as well?
Peter Strzok, he should have a security clearance? Come on. Come on.
Well, I think
7 other people.
Erica, would you feel better if he would have added Michael Flynn to that list? Would that at least kind of made you say, okay, this is a little bit more fair?
You know what? I would feel better if he added a lot more people onto that list, but if I said it on TV, it probably would be the best thing to do.
Well, it's the best thing to do is having both of you on here today, and thank you for a great conversation.
Thank you.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.